With that said, he continued, as he slowly forced his rational mind to reassert itself, I can't help but wonder why you're doing this. The dark elf seemed momentarily wrong-footed, almost reaching for the edges of her shirt as if to pull it back about herself before she rallied. I thought this was what you wanted, she said. You certainly seemed interested in it a few months ago. Calming his quickening pulse as best he could, as he tried not to stare, something the elf seemed to notice as she almost gingerly flaunted more of her lingerie-clad form. Oh, I do. I most certainly do. You're a rather stunning woman, he admitted. With that said, I can't help but be concerned that this is some kind of honeypot situation. The elf's eyebrows twitched before she laughed. Honeypot? The opposite of a honey spoon? An amusing concept. William said nothing, not least of all because he'd never actually heard the word honey spoon before. Was that what they called it in this world? Griffith wiped an errant tear from her eye as her laughter ended. Well, in that case, I can promise you I'm not a honeypot, William. Just a woman who's looking to cash in on an offer you made not too long ago, now that it's an option. He paused. Because we're equals now? Essentially, the dark elf shrugged, seeming a little embarrassed. Though I'd rather have avoided spelling it out. This time he laughed. And the nervousness? This time she glared, though the flush she was sporting did much to undercut the heat of the moment. Well, I'm sorry if I was a little nervous. Believe it or not, I don't make a habit of coming onto young men who are nominally my students. The only reason I'm doing so now is that we're equals in status. The playing field is levelled here and now. William supposed he could buy that, on some level, even if the last part of that statement sounded suspiciously like an excuse. And, more to the point, what difference did it make if Griffith was a honeypot? Were his feelings about her about to change because he slept with her? Children wouldn't be an issue, because he'd had a contraceptive spell on him since he'd reached the academy, for exactly that reason. No matter how much this world loved bastards as a cheap source of potential mages, William had no intention of letting someone use his progeny to entrap him. Just for the record, this thing? He waved his hand nebulously. Is it supposed to be a one-off entanglement, or are you looking for something more serious? The irritation was washed off the dark elf's face instantly, as she once more returned to stuttering. Well, the former. But it doesn't have to be just the once. That was adorable, and he was totally down for that idea. First thought. So, I just need to confirm. No one's forcing you to do this? Griffith paused, her face going blank as she stared at him, as if studying him. When she spoke again, she sounded irritated once more. No, Yelena's not forcing me to do this, nor would she. While she has my fealty in all other things, she could not and would not ask this of
Hello there, Death Worlders. This is Net Narrator's mum. I'm filling in today because my idiot son is currently being hunted down by the police, MI6 and Commander Cocaine for not paying for a TV licence. I've warned him many times that this would happen when I say to him, "Oi mate, you got a licence for that telly?" But did he listen to me? No. Unfortunately, due to some content in this chapter that my son is being very evasive about for some reason, it cannot be shown on YouTube. But don't worry, if you're a Patreon supporter at the Space Commando tier, or if you're a YouTube channel member, you can watch the unabridged video on the official Discord server or on Patreon. If you're stuck, ask a mod for directions. Also, somehow NetNarrator has also reached 350,000 subscribers on YouTube. Thank you all for subscribing and sticking around, despite the fact that my numpty of a son cannot pronounce words correctly to save his life. I have no idea why he keeps doing this, but I promise you that even I've been nagging him about it. At least I've never heard his Scottish accent. He also wanted me to try and say something, so here goes. Muckle darn court. Oh dear, that wasn't right.
It's okay, go on, you got it.
Muckle darn cult Erin Namlis be keeping me, my wee man.
Yeah, that's fine. Thanks, Mum.